Dad pays for brother's living expenses and wants me to do the same. My parents have been paying for my brother's living expenses since he was about 20 years old. He's pushing 50 now. They have two houses with a mortgage on both and paid for him to live in one. Also paying for his food, his dog's food, everything. My brother is not disabled, and my parents were not wealthy. I think they did this out of guilt for their poor parenting skills when he was a teen. But that's another long story. For a time, my brother's wife and two children lived with him too. After they left, he continued to live in the house and just drink and smoke pot. He hasn't worked since he was in his 20s. When asked about getting a job, he says he's just not that kind of guy. That situation has annoyed me, but it wasn't my problem. But now it will be my problem. I'm quite a bit older than him, by the way. My mom recently died, and my dad immediately told my brother he can't afford the second house, and that my brother needs to get out. The timing was bad, and the message was gruff, but I was happy to see that my brother was being nudged to take care of himself finally. My dad said he would pay for an apartment for my brother. I know that's still enabling my brother to be an alcoholic and continue taking from my dad, but the arrangement was an improvement on the situation. However, now they are searching to buy a cheaper house for my brother to live in. They said they can't find an apartment that will allow his pit bull, and he needs somewhere to grow his pot plants. My dad recently showed me where all his files, keys, and essentials were for when he dies. I am the executor of his trust, so I asked to see the trust document. The trust says that his assets are to be distributed 50-50ths. But he laughed at me when I said I would follow the letter of the law. He said my brother cannot have any money and that I needed to take care of him. My dad expects me to own the home my brother will live in and pay for the mortgage, utilities, insurance, repairs, and so forth. My dad explained how my brother will call when he needs money, how Chewy is set up to deliver dog food, and so on. What my dad is describing is a special needs trust, which I am very familiar with because we have one set up for my son who is disabled and really won't be able to take care of himself. My brother is not disabled. There is no special needs trust set up for him. My dad did not ask me if I agreed to being an executor of a special needs trust. My dad will not be leaving enough money to care for my brother, and I do not agree that their setup has been good for anybody involved.